guys, Soldier Girl. Listen, I wanted to do a really quick video. I've been having crazy mad issues with CVS lately, and this is by no means a rant video. If those of you who have watched me for a long time, you know back I used to do crazy mad rant videos. I'd be so mad, and I'd be angry, and I'd be swearing everywhere, all over the place. This is not a rant video. Anything against any of the CVS cashiers, they are just all amazing. Like, I haven't had any issues as far as couponing anywhere in years. It's been years, and it's crazy because whenever I get comments to some of the rant videos I've done in the past, people they really come off the wrong way with me, and I have to remind them, like, this video was 3 years ago. Like, I haven't had an issue with Walmart and since this video or whatever. And so I kind of wanted to do this video to just let you guys know what issues I've been having with CVS and their new system. And so that's why I say it's not the cashiers, because it's their system. There's not a lot of options that they have as far as getting around the new changes. And so I always do air quotes, and it's so stupid, but I do it by habit. And so a lot of the issues that I've been having lately is the CVS coupons, the CRTs, the ones that we have sent to our card. And then when we make that certain purchase, it's supposed to be green to be used when we check out. My first issue is those coupons not coming off. Them not working, and the cashier not being able to override it. Some cashiers are able to, and some are not. That's like the number one problem. As couponers, first, before we even walk in the store, for starters, our transactions are already on paper. We know exactly how much we're going to pay. We know exactly how many extra care bucks we're going to get back. And so when you get to checkout and those CVS coupons don't work, and you have to decide whether to bite the bullet and pay or void the whole transactions and start over. So it's kind of like either or. What are you going to do? Alright, so that's my first issue. The second one is extra care bucks not printing. Now, this issue doesn't happen with me that often, but it just happened, was it last week it happened, where the extra care buck did not print. And so the cashier basically said, or the manager was basically saying that she couldn't do anything. I had to call customer service because they can no longer force print extra care bucks. And so I had to call customer service, and I advise any of you that have an issue with your extra care bucks not printing, or if you have any type of issue with CVS, call the toll-free number. It's 1-800-SHOP-CVS. The times I have called customer service, they're really nice and friendly, and they usually will just put the extra care bucks back on your card. It normally takes 48 hours, and so do that. I would rather do that than argue, fuss, and fret with the cashiers. To me, it's not that serious for me anymore. I guess at one time it used to be, right? But nowadays, it's not worth my time. It's not worth me raising my blood pressure, my heart rate. It's not worth it to me. If I have to call customer service and wait 2 days to get my ECBs, it's inconvenient, yes, but I'd rather do that than get all pissed. You know, these are stores I still have to frequent. I don't commute 60 miles back and forth to work anymore, so I only have these stores in my area to deal with, and I don't want to get on a bad foot with any of the stores that I go to. And so that was an issue with it not printing. I called customer service, like I said, it was back on my card within 48 hours. And then I want to say, was it last week? I was using a $1 off coupon. It was actually a 3 off 10 coupon, and they also had a coupon it was a CVS coupon printed from the red box, and it did not come off. And so prior to me paying, I asked the cashier what my subtotal was, and your subtotal is basically your total before tax. And so whenever you're using an extra care book to pay with it, you want to make sure that you stay at least at or above your subtotal, because you don't want to lose your extra care bucks. Like, for example, if your subtotal is $7 and you're using a $8 extra care book, you're going to lose $1 in that. So try to make sure that you have something as a filler, so that you don't lose money. And so I asked the cashier what my subtotal was. He said $9.87. I was like, okay, cool. So I had a $10 extra care book, but I kind of at the time didn't. It was going over my head because I was dealing with little man, because I had him with me as well. And so I got to the car, and I was looking at my receipt and realized that my 3 off 10 coupon did not come off, nor did my 2 off CVS coupon as well. So I go back in, and she's like, well, there's nothing that we can do. Basically, she gave me an excuse of the reason why they voided it off was because I used a $10 extra care buck. And I was like, no, because before I paid with the extra care buck, my total was $9.97, which means those coupons had been applied anyways. Otherwise, my total would have been, $4.97, and I would have just paid cash out of pocket versus me using the 10 and losing half of it. And so that's kind of the story she was going with, but I kept telling her that's not why it bumped off. And so she didn't do anything. She couldn't do anything. I just not going to deal with her because she's probably the only one that I ever have issues with. And it's not even that I have major issues with her, but that's what she told me. Okay, I called customer service, and they put $5 back onto my card. It was sent to my card. I should get it tomorrow. And so, because I just barely called yesterday. So, but those are the issues that I'm having. And then one time my extra care book did not print. I was thinking it was because I did the early activation. And so I went back Sunday, and I was like, well, can I just return and repurchase them? And she was like, well, they changed their policy as far as returning items what you use a coupon with. So the particular product that I got, I used 2 coupons for the 2 products, and then I also used a $4 extra care book to pay. So she was telling me basically since I only paid 64 cents, that's all they can give me back. And I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like I kind of, an inkling of me was saying, okay, well, I can understand that manufacturers not being reimbursed. But the huge part of me was like, well, no, because if they're going to submit that coupon and they're going to be reimbursed, why can't I be reimbursed? So it's like, I feel like the money that you're not giving to me, you're taking. And then the fact that I was using an extra care buck and I couldn't be reimbursed, that made no sense to me either. So, again, I had to call customer service, and they put the $4 on my card, and I had it within 48 hours. So basically, you guys, I have been having issues with CVS. I don't want to make it seem like every time I go into a CVS store and I do my transactions, everything works out. Everything doesn't always work out as planned. Sometimes I end up overpaying, and then I have to call customer service and get my money back there. And so, in the end of things, it does work out as my transactions do. Or I plan them to. It's just that sometimes I have to wait 2 extra days to get my extra care bucks back. And so, yeah, that's the only thing but I kind of like want to know if you guys are having similar issues with CVS's new system. I know that each store is different and your miles are always going to vary, but the store that's closest to my house seems that I have the most issues there. If a coupon doesn't scan, they cannot take it. And then one of my favorite cashiers, he was saying that he got written up last week for having issuing too many extra care bucks. So if they have to force print it, then they get audited. Like all the cashiers get audited as far as how many times they push a coupon through and how many times they have to force print an extra care buck. And so I think that a lot of the issues that we get from cashiers is just because they have people over their heads. And so it's completely understandable. I'm not trying to have someone lose their job just to force print me an extra care buck. I'd rather save face and call customer service and get it that way versus step on any of their toes. Because again, these are cashiers I've been dealing with for the last several years, and they've always been really, really, awesome with me. If they can work it out and fix something for me, they will fix it for me. But if they can't, they make it known, and then I have to go and call, CVS's corporate number or whatever. I know that stores are starting to get more strict with their rules and stuff, and a lot of that has to do with coupon fraud, and a lot of the times these cashiers treat us in certain ways where they put us under the whole blanket of couponers, and they may have had some terrible experiences with couponers, and they put you under the same blanket, even though we're not all the same. We're not all fraudulent. We're not all using the wrong coupons. We're not all making our own coupons in our backyard or whatever, or in our garage. We're not all that. We're not those people. And so I've learned to not take it personal. It's never personal. And when I used to do my rant videos back in the day, I took it all personal. Like it was a personal attack on me as a person, when it's not. It's that cashier having a problem with couponers, you know what I'm saying, that they've encountered or they've dealt with. And so don't take it personal. I believe that with couponing, things always work out. You know, like for me, things always work out. Like I might go to one store and they might be like, oh well, you can only use 2 coupons, or you can only use 4 coupons. You know, normally I'll go to the next store and they'll use them all. Now, instead of me using the 4 that I planned on using, now I can use 6 to get my deal done. So things always happen for a reason, basically. And so, again, let me know in the comment section what issues you guys are having with couponing, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Later, guys.